The Philippines will build a new port in its northern Batanes Islands with help from the US. The Batanes are the closest point in the Philippines to Taiwan, sitting just about 200 kilometers away from Taiwan's southernmost tip. At a Philippine Navy event, Batanes Governor Mary Lou Keiko confirmed that US Army personnel will visit the islands in April to talk about the new facility. Keiko says the planned base aims to provide shelter for Filipino workers in Taiwan in the event of a crisis. It comes as Philippine defense officials urge the country to boost its military presence on these islands amid rising Chinese aggression in the region. For more on why the US and the Philippines are expanding their presence on these islands, reporter Jaime Ocon spoke to Philippine security analyst Aaron Matthew Lariosa.
Aaron, I want to first start by asking, what is the significance of the Batanes Islands to both the Philippines and the United States?
So Batanes is the country's northernmost territory. It is located roughly between the Philippines and Taiwan, the Luzon Strait, of which is one of the few choke points in and out of the first island chain. It is extremely important for Manila to hold on to this, especially with all the tensions going on. And there's historical precedents for Manila to be worried regarding this. The first Japanese invasion troops reached the Philippines in 1941-42, first landed in Batanes to secure that as a stepping stone for further operations to the Philippines. For the United States, a lot of the same concerns reside with the Philippines, especially since the Philippines is the oldest U.S. treaty island in the region. Moreover, from an operational value, whoever controls Batanes controls the Luzon Strait. In a potential Taiwan contingency that could lead to a lot of ramifications for either side who controls it.
Now, this facility is being labeled a civilian port, but it is being built in conjunction with the Philippines military and the U.S. Army. Do you see this being used for other purposes, maybe like a military purpose?
In the case of potential contingency, a conflict, a cross-strait conflict, there are around 160 to 200,000 overseas Philippine workers in Taiwan doing various tasks, and it is imperative that Manila would get them out in terms of conflict. Regarding potential military usages, recent drills, particularly last year's Batanes, saw U.S. and Philippine troops send the HIMARS to the islands, conduct aerial assaults to land troops onto the islands. It has made the military operations we're seeing also unilaterally from the Philippines is mainly defensive, mainly because the significance of the islands. For example, southern operation to Taiwan by the Chinese. These islands would look pretty useful for them.
This trend of the United States and the Philippines working together to build these bases and facilities, is this a U.S.-led initiative, or is this more of a Philippine-led initiative?
So there's a lot of tangible benefits in a potential conflict if Batanes would stay free and open. First of all, I think we should recall that this trend is being led by Manila, while the United States is coming in. That is at the bequest of Manila. This is mostly, if anything, purely a Manila Philippine-led initiative, and we have to recognize the Philippines' agency in this. The United States is only coming in because of that, and Manila at the helm is deciding that yes, they are going to keep reinforcing